We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T, and I hope everybody's doing good today. Make sure you guys have your teacups ready.
Get ready. Y'all get ready.
Yes, you get ready.
Because this tea is what? Piping hot.
Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta is back, and the bond no one thought could be broken
I'm finishing this project without JD.
will be shattered.
He the reason we are who we are.
This season, creating their own legacy
I have a big announcement.
Oh my God.
will mean never forgetting where they came from.
There's no coming back.
I don't care.
So what's leading Bow to betray the hip-hop legend who created him?
When are you gonna learn where to draw the line? Because motherfuckers crossing that line.
The all-new season of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta.
Tick, 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 boom.
You guys, so as we all know, Growing Up Hip Hop ATL premiered last week, and the second episode premiered yesterday, and it was trending all over social media. And everybody was talking about the big meetup between Reginae and Brandon. It was a very intense dinner meeting. And right now, as of this morning, as of an hour ago, Toya basically took to Instagram and she went off and she wrote, "I put up with this BS last season and I refuse to let y'all play me and my child like I raised a disrespectful brat. The editing on this show is fucking ridiculous. Enough is enough. Please don't call us back next season. # we're done." And then she took to Twitter and she started going off. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys Toya's tweets right here. Check this out. All right, so you guys just saw the tweets. You guys just saw Toya. Now, Toya is currently pregnant. So right now, she's big mad at this entire situation. She recently had her baby shower. So she really needs to chill and not stress herself out, especially during this pregnancy. But I have to keep it all the way real. I did end up catching yesterday's episode 11 Hip Hop ATL. And you know, Reginae is now claiming to be grown. She's saying that she matured. And she's also claiming to now be woke. Y'all go ahead and check out this clip with her and Zanique.
Yeah. So, what has been going on lately?
I love college. I really do.
Okay.
But gee, it is hard. Going to college have definitely calmed me down a little bit. You know, I'm a more mature Reginae. But hey, don't get me wrong now. I still say how I feel, but I'm woke now.
All right, so you guys just saw that clip of her and Zanique and Reginae claiming to be more mature and more woke. But as soon as they went to the dinner scene, all of that changed. And this dinner scene literally had me cringing, okay? I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the dinner scene. I want y'all to go ahead and watch this. I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
This is what I said to your mother, okay? You cannot jump up in a man's face. No matter what you was going through, it wasn't right. We have to pick and choose our battles wisely.
I know who I am, so when people don't understand me, I really don't care.
You cannot go with "I don't care" and you can do whatever you want to do. I'm definitely going to check you. Regardless to the fact of the things that happened, some of this stuff could have been eliminated. You let that go because it's dangerous.
No.
Because people really don't understand.
I know that.
Like, I'm such a sweet person. Like, like,
You judging her and you don't know her, and that hurts me as a mother. Just everything. It's always something. Like, that don't feel good. That is my baby.
All right, so you guys just saw the dinner scene, and a lot of things bothered me with that dinner scene. First of all, Miss Deb Atney is not only old enough to be Reginae's mother, she's old enough to be my mother and Toya's mother, okay? So just the lack of respect and the way that Reginae was trying to just dismiss the things that she was saying really bothered me. The fact that if she's talking to Reginae, Reginae's looking around, she's looking at her nails, she's checking her phone. And to be honest with you, had that been my daughter, I would have had to check those little mannerisms, okay? I would have told her flat out, do you hear an adult talking to you? stop looking at your nails and pay attention to what she's telling you. Because Miss Deb wasn't saying anything wrong. She was telling Reginae the truth that as a female, you can't just pop off on any man. Okay, you can't just jump up in a man's face like you're another grown man. You can't do that. Nobody cares who your father or mother is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you come into this world by yourself. You leave this world by yourself, and you need to act accordingly. Granted, she didn't say all that, but that's basically what she was hinting at, okay? And the thing that bothers me is here comes Toya, and she honestly feels like Reginae is never wrong. You know, she's saying that hurt me as a mother. Well, Toya, you're going to be forever hurt if your daughter is constantly going around here stepping to folks and talking to folks crazy and acting like, you know, she's above people. You know, unfortunately, she comes off her mannerisms, the way she's always scrunching up her face, the way she talks in her interviews. She kind of comes off like she thinks people are beneath her. And, you know, like I said before, you know, nobody cares that Lil Wayne is her father. At the end of the day, that should only matter to her, not to the rest of the world. You know, nobody owes you anything. If she wants respect, she has to give it. And her crying crocodile tears and getting upset, I don't feel like her tears were fake. They were real tears, but I don't think they came from a sincere, genuine place. I feel like the main reason why she was crying is because she was looking for self-pity because of how people see her on TV, and she doesn't want people to see her like that. But again, it's hard for people not to see her in that light when she's coming off as rude, flippant, and dismissive. And then if you guys watch this show, if you remember, Brandon stepped up like the adult. He felt like being the bigger person, and he apologized to Reginae. And after he apologized, she just sat there like, okay, cool, thanks. And then Brandon was like, don't you think you owe me an apology at all? And she just looked at him like he had shit on his forehead. And then eventually, you know, her mom kind of looked at her, and then she apologized. And it's like, come on, Reginae, if you're really trying to make amends, if you're really trying to show that you're, you know, grown now and you're trying to be mature, then you would have owned up to the part that you played in that original argument. You were just as combative. You were just as disrespectful. You were throwing low blows the same way Brandon was. And when you're an adult, you have to be able to admit when you're wrong in a situation as well. You know, so I just didn't like the fact that she was coming off like that during the dinner. And, you know, Toya is saying that, you know, production and it's editing. You know, they can only edit so much. Even if they use the old interview, those words came out of her mouth. On a reality TV show, production is not standing there with cue cards telling you what to say. Those words are coming out of Reginae's mouth. So those words are on her and not the producers, regardless of how they edit it. Those are words that she said. You know, honestly, I feel like Toya is the type of parent that feels that her child can do no wrong. And that can be really dangerous when you feel like your child can do no wrong and you're constantly making excuses for your child and you never, you know, check them when they're wrong, especially, you know, the way they treat and talk to other people and adults. That's a recipe for disaster. You know what I'm saying? So I think that Toya needs to stop blaming everybody else for Reginae's actions. And, you know, Reginae's still young. So I'm hoping, you know, when she sees herself on camera and she sees her behavior, hopefully that will wake her up and just get her to change her behavior, you know, treat people a little bit better, treat them with more respect. Carry yourself like the young, smart woman that I know you are. You know, I heard Reginae's doing good in college right now. She's making good grades. So carry yourself like that at all times. You know what I'm saying? Carry yourself with respect. Stop getting into petty beefs. And when adults are talking to you and giving you words of wisdom, listen. They're not telling you that shit to be mean or to judge you. They're telling you that to stop you from going down the same path that they went down. You know what I'm saying? It's better to learn from the mistakes of other people so that way you're not destined to repeat them, okay? So Reginae needs to grow up and realize that everybody's not against her. But, you know, when people see her acting like that, it is a turnout. Now, with that being said, if you guys remember in the last video when I talked about the whole Reginae and Kaya situation, honey, when I tell you Negro Damas be seeing the future, okay? Now, if you guys remember, I told y'all that Toya and Reginae had been giving me Kim Zolciak and Brielle teas. Well, in case you forgot, let me go ahead and bless you with that flashback. Check this out.
She is very disrespectful. Anything to be relevant. Talk about any and everybody. Bitch, go talk about who's skeeting up in your dirty ass. That's what you need to go talk about. Bum.
That's it. So, all right, so you guys just saw Reginae and Toya Wright looking like the damn black version of Kim Zolciak and Brielle. Honey, that is not a good look, Toya. I love me some Toya, but I'm gonna need you and your daughter to have several seats because you guys are giving me Brielle and Kim Zolciak tease, okay? All right, so you guys just saw where I was saying that Toya and Reginae were reminding me more and more of Brielle and Kim Zolciak. And then looky, guess who waltzes up into Toya's comment section to go check a fan? So basically the fan was saying that Reginae is a brat, and Kim Zolciak comes out of nowhere and she says, "You ignorant asshole, go fuck yourself." She happens to be one of the most humble, kind, generous girls I ever met. And then Toya comes behind Kim and she says, "Fuck you." Sounding just like Kim Zolciak on her damn reality TV show. We know that's all she does is drop F-bombs. So yes, Negro Diamond strikes again. I told y'all those were the teas I was getting from Toya and Reginae. And Kim going up in her comment section speaking on some shit that has nothing to do with her just confirmed the vibes that I got from my damn tin hat. You know, this entire situation is insane, but Toya needs to realize that it's not the show painting her daughter in a bad light. It's her daughter painting herself in a bad light. And I just think she just needs to have a real conversation with her. And Reginae just really needs to realize how she comes across on camera. Because when I watch the other girls, they don't have that same attitude that Reginae had. They don't walk around with this air about them. You know, JD's daughter seems very humble, you know, very meek. Zanique, you know, she has two superstar parents, you know, Tiny and T.I. and, you know, her real father as well. And Zanique is like the most humblest, you know, kid on the show. You know, just really sweet, just trying to figure out life, you know, and I don't get that same vibe from Reginae, you know, and hopefully as the season goes on, maybe we'll see some of that, but then popping off on social media, it's not changing anyone's perception of her. Now, Reginae decided to speak out as well, and this is what Reginae had to say, honey. Go ahead and check this out. So y'all just saw what Reginae had to say. So like I said, it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. But I guess we will not be seeing Toya and Reginae back. You know, and that's the thing. When you go on these reality TV shows, you don't have any control of the editing. The only thing you can control is your actions and the words that come out your mouth. And if you can't do that, if you're quick-tempered, if you know that a reality television show is going to make you look bad, then you really shouldn't be on reality TV because people are going to pick you apart. That's just part of the game. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. And make sure you click that bell so you can be down with the notification squad, honey. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right. Deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.